guys, I'm back with another lesson plan. This week I'm focused on second graders, and the driving question is, what is a pendulum? For day 1 of this lesson, we are going to focus on the book Swing High, Swing Low. Before reading the book to your students, I suggest that you call out students and have them explain to you what they think the book is going to be about just by showing them the front cover. After reading the book Swing High, Swing Low, students are going to line up at the door and you are going to take them outside. They will have 5 minutes to find something that looks like a pendulum, and if they don't find anything within the 5 minutes, you will direct them over to the swings. Once they are at the swings, they will investigate how the swing works and how to make it move. Once the students have had time to investigate the swing, they're going to line back up and come inside. Once they're inside, they're going to draw a picture and label the parts of the swing, and then underneath it, they're going to write a description on how the swing works. All papers used this week will go into their research folder, so this is the folder designated to this unit, and they will keep all of their papers and data worksheets in this folder so that they have it at the end of the week. For day 2 of this lesson, we're going to have the students reflect on their learning from yesterday, so how a swing works, what the parts of a swing are. On day 2, you will introduce what a pendulum is. It's a weight that's fixated on a string at the end of the string, and therefore it goes back and forth. You will demonstrate how a pendulum works by having a string and then having 5 washers at the end of the string and hanging it on your finger. Therefore, it has a fixed point where it is, and then you will push it back and forth with your finger. You and your students are going to practice counting the swings. Each swing that goes forward and backward 1 time is 1 swing or 1 motion. Once you and the students feel comfortable about letting them do it on their own, they are going to pair up with a partner and they are going to figure out how to make a pendulum. So you will give them the resources as the string and the washers, and they will tie it on the end of the string, and they will figure out how to make it move back and forth. They will also take data on how many swings that they were able to get. Students will reflect on their learning by drawing and labeling a pendulum. Underneath their drawing and label, they will describe how the pendulum works and put the piece of paper into their research folder. For day 3, you are going to want to review the last 2 days. What a swing is, what parts of the swing, and how swing works. For the pendulum, you're going to want to review the parts of the pendulum, how the pendulum works, how it moves back and forth. You're also going to want to know the difference between the swing and the pendulums. Today you are going to introduce if the number of swings will change due to the length of the string. So if the string is shorter, will it swing back and forth more? If it is longer, will it swing back and forth more? Today we are going to do some experimenting with this. So to do this experiment, you're going to want to put 2 chairs back to back, and you're going to have a meter stick go on top of the chairs. Once you have that, the chairs will be about 3 feet apart, or long enough for the meter stick to fit in, where you can have 2 strings hanging down from the meter stick. You're going to want to split your students up into 2 different groups. One group will take the shorter string, which is at 40 centimeters. The other group will take the longer string, which is at 70 centimeters. Each group will conduct data on it, so for 15 seconds, they are going to bring the string parallel to the ground and let go. Every time it has 1 swing, they're going to count it as 1 motion. For 15 seconds, they will do this, and they will do this 3 times. Once they have done it 3 times, the groups will switch to the other string and collect data on that. Once each group is done, they will have all of their data collected, and they will collaborate with the opposite group. Then they will be able to answer the question, does the length of the string make a difference? Their data will either prove that it does or that it doesn't. On a piece of paper, the students will collect their data, and then they will describe why or why not the length of the string affected the number of swings that the pendulum had. They will then take their data sheet and their sheet on describing why and put it into their research paper. Day 4 of this lesson plan, our 2nd graders will become the teachers. A 1st grade class will come in, and the 2nd graders are going to teach them how the pendulum works. So everything they did yesterday, they are going to be the teachers today, and you as a teacher will be the facilitator. You will provide the materials, and you will answer questions and be a researcher for them. Students will need to reflect on their learning by how well their teaching skills went with the first graders. Did the first graders understand it? Did the first graders not understand it? Did they walk away knowing how a pendulum works and what a pendulum is? For the final day of this lesson plan, students will be given a poster board. They each get one, and they will take everything out of their research folder, and everything will go onto the poster board. Throughout the week, you will have taken pictures of the students conducting their research. These pictures will need to be printed off and handed out to the students individually or together, or really up to you how you want to hand out the pictures. Once the students have glued, cut, anything, however they want their poster to look like, they will be hung up in the classroom. Therefore, all the students can see everyone else's poster board. You can also hang the poster boards in the hallway, therefore other classrooms can see it. You can also invite parents to come in and have them demonstrate how the pendulum works by doing the experiment for the parents and having the poster boards ready for the parents. As always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I have linked my lesson plan and the extra materials down below, and feel free to reach out and if you have any questions.